Hello and welcome to another video. I am going to introduce myself because I've noticed that I tend to forget to do that, and sorry for anybody who's new. Hi, welcome, thank you for stopping by. I'm Deanna. My videos tend to be long and rambly. The introductions also tend to be long, as you will notice here, because I'm chatty, I'm rambly, and I like to talk about things. My videos are usually some perfume, some makeup, some skincare, me just talking about stories and life in general and randomness, because predominantly the whole point of my channel is kind of like a live online video journal of just things I want to remember when I get to the point where I no longer remember things. So I want to capture stories of my past, of my family, of my childhood, things hubby and I do, and all that sort of stuff. And somewhere along the way, there might be some interesting content about stuff. Today's video is a perfume review, kind of. We recently went away. We were gone for a week, and I have to say, I switched things up, and I'm posting now on Tuesdays and Fridays instead of Mondays and Sundays, which has worked out really well the last few times because it meant I didn't have to rush on the weekend to film a video. I had Monday, and it was just a little bit more relaxed for me. And since this is not my job, and this is kind of just something I do for fun, that's good. It's worked out well. I also usually, and see, this is why my intros are long. So if you're, skip the intro. That's perfectly okay. Also on my lips, because I know Echo gets curious, I am wearing a very old ColourPop satin liquid lipstick, and in the color She Said. It's discontinued. It's one of my all-time favorite sort of pinky mauvey colors, and this one's getting very old, and I think it's starting to smell a little funky, so it might need to go into the bin soon. All right, we were away. I did a little shopping, was able to visit some stores that I don't get to visit here where I live because I live in a small country town. And we went to Melbourne, which is sort of the big city in the state of Victoria in Australia. And we stayed right in the heart of the city, which was wonderful. And I got to visit a lot of perfumeries and the big Mecca makeup store, Sephora, and I went to Lush. They had a big Lush shop, which was good, in Melbourne Central, because I wanted to go in there to smell their Sticky Date shower gel, which I did get a little bottle of, and I only got the little bottle because this sucker is not cheap. And the reason I did that was because many months ago, I managed to get a bottle of the Dupe Spot dupe for Sticky Dates. I labeled it so I knew what I was looking at, and that's their number 334. The Dupe Spot is a Melbourne, Australian clone house, dupe brand, whatever you want to call it. They make their versions of popular perfumes. They often take requests, things like that. They're on Facebook. They're very hyped, very popular. And anyway, this got released, and somebody had bought 2 bottles. They said it was very strong. They didn't need 2 bottles, so they were decluttering it, and I picked it up for next to nothing. It was ridiculously, inexpensive, and I don't think they're very expensive to begin with, so I need to look it up, and I don't have, because I'm never organized. Echo will tell you this. Echo, Steve said hello, hubby Steve. said hello. He caught the germs while we were away, so he's over there. Darling, say hello to Echo.
Hello, Echo.
He's a little bit under the weather, so he's not feeling great, so he's in bed. So yes, where was I? Yeah, so I grabbed this for next to nothing, and when I got it, I sprayed it and I smelled it and I went, holy moly, and I set it aside. And that's been months and I haven't revisited it. And in the meantime, you know, in the perfume groups and things that I visit online, there's been a lot of hype. There's been a lot of talk about it. A lot of people saying it's amazing, blah, blah, blah. It's very strong. Okay. So I wanted to compare it because I was like, wow, okay, but I don't know what the original smells like. So I went to Lush, and I do enjoy Lush. I've got quite a few of their perfumes, and they're beautiful. And I went in to smell this. And this is Sticky Dates, a decadent body wash for the whole family made of 25% softening date syrup, aromatic vanilla, and sweet sandalwood. I spoke to the lady who was working there, and she said that they make this out of pure date syrup extract. And when you smell it, it is Lush. Okay, the name of the store is quite apt. But it literally does smell like, if you've ever had a sticky date pudding, which is basically like dates in a pudding, basically, with like a butterscotch cream sort of a syrup. This smells exactly like that. And it is really, really sweet. It smells really, really sticky. It smells like the dessert. And there's nothing synthetic about the smell. It is just rich, beautiful, sticky, date, syrupy deliciousness. I'm not sure if I actually want to shower in it because I don't know that I want to smell it while I'm showering, although it does smell quite delicious. I might a little bit, but this was ridiculously, like, for this tiny bottle, I think it was like $15, and like, holy cow, that's a lot of money for body wash. So I might just pull it out and sniff it every now and then and just enjoy the smell. But anyway, so it's delicious. So then I pulled this out because I was very excited. I wanted to compare these two because I've heard so much hype. I've heard so many people say that it's very strong, this one. I agree. And it's, what do you call that? And that it's, you know, exactly alike, whatever. So let me tell you, and this is going to be, I don't know, controversial, unpopular, whatever. But I am not the only one, certainly not in the perfume group that I'm in, that I'm active in, because I posted my review comparing the two, and their opinions, a lot of the opinions were very similar to mine, and a lot of, oh my God, I'm glad I'm not the only one kind of reactions. But if you look at some other posts, you know, there are a lot of people hyping it up, and that kind of thing, which is fine, you know. But this is strong. But what in the synthetic, plastic, petrol, aroma, chemical craziness is this? Because this basically smells like sweet plastic sugar syrup with maybe a hint of date in it, and it burns my nostrils. It burns my nose, and it is. And when I smelled it the first time, I thought, oh, maybe, you know, it's pretty new, it needs to sit a while. I sprayed it, you know, get some air going, maybe get some aging and maturation going, you know, in the bottle. No, it's been months, and this stuff is just straight up petrol, chemical, plastic nastiness. And I try to not be dramatic, And I try to not be controversial because like in my real job, in my day job, there's just a lot of that stuff going on. So I don't need to add to that. But this, oh my word, I, I, I don't know what other people are smelling, but this is straight up chemicals and straight up synthetic nastiness. I sprayed it last night on a tissue because I didn't want to spray it on my hand, and I let it sit on the edge of my bed, and after a while I could really smell it, and it was just like, it was strong, and it got to the point where I had to like take it out of the room and remove it because it was just too much. And it's not a good too much, it was this is really synthetic too much. And so I am not a fan. And I wouldn't even, normally if there's something that I don't like, I will declutter it and I will sell it. And generally when I sell something, it tends to be like at a really low price, kind of depending on what I'm selling, because I just want to get rid of it. I don't think I would even want to sell this because I don't want to inflict this on anyone else. It's just is that bad. And I don't know, the good thing about my channel is there's less than 100 subscribers and most people don't know who I am or don't care. So I can say this and then I'm thinking, oh, I shouldn't be controversial because I might get canceled, but then there's nobody to cancel me. Thank you very much, because I don't actually have a following. Really, the only person who watches me is Echo, and she's my friend. So, you know, she's going to love me anyway. You better, Echo, by the way. You better love me anyway. Anyway, so, no, this is, it's not good. I do not recommend it at all. And I recommend a lot of stuff, and I love a lot of stuff. If you've seen some of my previous videos, you know, I love a lot of stuff. And even when some things are not for me, I generally say, oh, you know, it's not for me, and maybe it's, you know, for someone else and things like that. And there's a lot of that stuff where I can see beyond it's my taste and it's not for me, maybe because, you know, I don't like the oud note or I don't like some note in it. But this is delicious. The original Sticky Dates is delicious. This is not a good copy or version of it because it's just synthetic as all heck. The funny thing is, the tissue that I sprayed it on, I chucked it in the bin. And honestly, and I know this sounds terrible, but I think the only thing I would use this for is as a really nice, and it would be nice, as a bin spray. You know, in Woolies, you can get that orange power and lemon power, like essential oil, like spray for disinfecting that you can spray in your rubbish bins and things like that, so that, you know, it gets rid of odors. This would be fantastic for it because this sucker is so strong and it burns, like it still burns my nose when I try to spray it. It will eat up whatever scent is going on in your bins. So I'm probably gonna put it outside in my kitchen next to my bins, and every now and then I'm just gonna like do a couple of spritzes into my bins when they need it. And then, you know, after a while, I can enjoy the smell from a distance, because from a really far away, it kind of does eventually sort of settle into a sweetish, maybe date smell. But as a perfume, on my person, on my clothes, in the bedroom, no, that is just not happening. So that is my rather ranty, unpopular, maybe slightly popular opinion, depending on who you talk to. Review opinion of the Dupe Spots number 334, which is their version of the Lush Sticky Dates. Yeah, so that's it. This was a short video. I have a whole bunch of other videos planned coming out of the Melbourne trip because I got to visit Mecca and Sephora. Sephora was having a 20% off sale, so that was kind of fun. I went to my favorite perfumery, which was Lore Perfumery out in Fitzroy, and I caught up with a friend there. Pardon the coughing if you hear in the background. Hubby is not well, and he's got a cough, poor thing. He picked up some germs while we were traveling, and I'm trying to fight it off and not get sick again, because the both of us have been sick a lot this entire winter. It's been a terrible winter for us health-wise. What else did I get? Oh, yes, I also got this, which was the Lush Honey I Wash the Kids body spray, and it's a tempting honey toffee fragrance with a citrus twist of Brazilian orange oil. It comes with this little protector, which I think is quite clever, and you spray it. I do actually have some of it on. I will spray a bit more. I'll just show you. It's like this. The packaging is quite fun and quite interesting. I'm quite intrigued by why they've chosen to use this I don't know, pre-wash laundry, pre-wash style type spray, but it's 200 mils. There's a lot of it here. And this is, it's wonderful. It is just so beautiful. I have been looking for a honey note, a good honey note, honey scented perfume for the longest time. And I want that sort of sweet honey vibe. I think if you like honey, you'll know what I mean. It's that honey vibe. And this has it. And I think it's the way they've combined the honey with the toffee and the orange oil. So you get a little bit of that hint of citrus, which elevates the fragrance and the scent in it. But then you've got that toffee, which amps up the sweetness and the honey note. So you smell more sweet honey as a result. And so, you know, so I shouldn't say you, because I don't know what other people will smell, and everybody else's noses are different. But yeah, this really smells like honey with a hint of citrus to me. And I really smell the honey, which makes me very happy, because I kind of feel like I think I've finally found a scent that smells like honey to me that I will want to wear. So this is going to be wonderful. I'll wear it in my hair generally. I don't like to spray a lot of perfume on my person. So generally when I wear scents, it's usually in my hair. And I like to spray the top of my hands, because when I'm waving my arms around myself, I get to catch a lot of that scent, and I smell a lot of it sort of for as long as it's on my skin and it's projecting, and then it kind of wears off. So yeah, this is really, really pretty. If you get a chance to smell it, go smell it. It's pretty. And I do know that Lush have come out with a Sticky Dates body spray like this, and the internet went crazy, and it sold out really fast. And it was last year or a couple of years ago. I don't remember exactly. I'm not sure if I would want this in a body spray, because it's really, really, really syrupy and sweet, even though I do like the smell and it's beautiful. I just don't know if I want to walk around smelling like a sticky date pudding. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I've got a whole bunch of videos planned that I will hopefully have the time to film over the next few days. I'm just very quickly getting this one out because I am supposed to, in my own head, okay, there's nobody holding me to the schedule. In my own head, I'm wanting to upload a video for tomorrow, which is Tuesday. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, and I'm talking to you, Echo, leave some kind of a fruit emoji, because I don't actually know if there is a date emoji. Not date as in like calendar date, but date as in dates, the eating edible dates. So yes, all right, enough rambling from me. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do the YouTube-y thing, subscribe, like, please leave a comment, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.